Hello friends, hello. My name is Janessa Oriel and I am the Director of Field Enablement and Community, and I have these fantastic frames. That is not why I'm late today. I'm late today because I had a little bit of a challenge in terms, oh, there's my light. See, there's my light. I had a little bit of a challenge getting things connected. My monitors were being funny. That said, I'm really elated to be able to be here, and I had a topic ready to go, and then when I was sharing my screen, it showed me this, and I wanted to go ahead and highlight this. I feel like I'm going to put these up here so that way they are not distracting me, or maybe just off. Because I get easily distracted, friends, as if you've joined our Penny Place lives, you know, right? So I wanted to highlight this. This says, did you know that Penny Enterprise connects with your back office and gives you access to things like product catalogs, promotions, on-brand content libraries, and performance data on your team? How cool is that? If you didn't know, Penny Enterprise is the way to go if you have the opportunity. If you're watching us and are currently utilizing Penny Enterprise, which means that your orders are automatically popping into Penny, that is fantastic. I just wanted to share that because this group is intentionally sharing content that is not for Enterprise, but instead for those that are using the Thrive platform, meaning your company has not yet integrated with Penny, and I want to be able to share tips and tricks for exactly that. But sometimes in sharing that, I forget to say, y'all, Penny can get so much better if you're on Penny Enterprise. All right, so that said, today what I wanted to talk about, and this came out of, I heard some feedback from Roxanne, who is the head trainer, and she is outstanding. If you have not been joining the Penny workshops, well, I want to encourage you to do exactly that. I will make sure to include the Penny workshops in the links below, so that way you can jump in. She's going to be hosting these Penny workshops, and they are for everyone. This week she's doing sort of an Ask Me Anything type situation, and I want you to, if you have the time, she hosts 3, I believe, a week. I want to make sure that you're able to jump into those because they are super helpful. Roxanne is incredible at training. She is really the best. And so I want to make sure that in addition to watching this and joining me here, you know the other resources we have here for you at Penny. So I encourage you to join the Penny workshops. And again, I will drop that link in after this video is no longer live. So that way I'm not trying to do too many things at once. But I wanted to be able, this came from her workshops. I wanted to be able to share, verbiage is really important, and there's a lot of verbiage within Penny, of course, but there's also people use words differently. And I say that because, for example, if we were to go ahead and look at the types of contacts that you have available here, I wanted to show just the prospects. Let's go ahead and I'm actually instead going to go to the contacts. So for example, if I wanted to find up here, keep in mind that Penny search is very powerful. So if you want to, for example, find a prospect, and that's what I wanted to chat about, and find all those that are labeled as prospects, I want you to know that in some companies, it's important to know that prospect is only for those that are interested in joining the team. You can absolutely utilize the word and the category prospect for exactly that, but I encourage you to keep in mind that a prospect, and we give you that mining sort of icon, so that mining icon right here, the goal is not necessarily just to search, right? Digging and searching for those that would join your team, but also for those who might be interested in becoming a customer. So if they've never tried your product before, if you've not chatted with them about what you have to offer, prospecting can also be for that. Of course, as you go through, you have the ability to additionally you have the ability to go ahead and list them as, for example, a hot prospect. So if I were to go ahead and go return, I just want prospect only, prospect, double prospect. All right, we're just going there. Okay, so here, for example, if I were to select Stevie, I can see that Stevie is currently has the tags right there. Okay. Oh, prospect. Friends, There we go. So you can always add tags. Stevie's listed as a prospect because there's not any other type of information in here. Okay. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and make sure that you are utilizing this and remembering that as you're adding things, you have the ability to not necessarily only drive towards having Stevie, for example, join your team, but you also, because Stevie has not yet made a purchase, there's been a reach out, but Stevie's not yet made a purchase, you can always go ahead and make sure to connect with Stevie without necessarily pitching just the opportunity. Okay. That was not as smooth as I intended, and that's okay. Sometimes we're real, right? Today is, like I mentioned, Valentine's Day. We want to make sure that we're sharing the love, right? We're connecting with those that are prospects. We're connecting with our customers to say thank you. We're sharing any opportunities, not only opportunities, but any promotions out there with our customers, ideally, or prospects, in a very genuine and one-on-one way. And sometimes being genuine and one-on-one like this can get messy and awkward, and that's okay. It means that you're real. It means not everything needs to be carefully curated and perfect to be sent out, because if it is, it means that you likely are not as genuine and real, and sometimes awkward. And awkward's okay, right? Raise your hand, whether it be here or using the like button or whatever, in your options down here. Raise your hand if you have been too scared to reach out. Now, I am seeing that, yes, often that happens, but I want you to understand, if you reach out and people don't respond, that's a normal part of sales, right? And sometimes we don't want to think of it as sales. We want to think of it as sharing, blah, blah, blah. But the goal is, it's truly sales. You are in sales. I'm in sales when I'm trying to get my kid to do whatever I want them to do, right? You're in sales whenever you are connecting and engaging with someone with an intent in the end of it. Now, it doesn't have to be done awkwardly. The goal is, when you're reaching out to somebody, you want to create sort of a tennis match of communication. So when someone's a prospect, whether it be for the business or for potential sale, you want to consider, when you're reaching out to them, you want to, one, reach out from Penny, so that way it's tracked and listed on the activity tab. And two, you want to do it in a way that they have something to respond to. If you give them your website and everything that you wanted to share with them right up front, there's no need for them to write back, right? If you ask them a question and they write back, then that gives you that opportunity for a tennis match of conversation, and that is the goal. All right, that said, I hope you have an incredible day. I hope that you go ahead and dive into your prospects, whether they be, I have to stay away from the light, whether they be for your, to sell them something, or to have them join your team, or to host an event or party. If you're in a party plan, I encourage you to go out there and do it. Make some awkward conversations happen, right? And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Thanks, friends.